They look to the right, and this nigga Grievous is running down the
Yo, they do so deep in timing.
He is
Now they do the
running down
difference. What's good, yeah? It's your boy, No Mercy, No Mercy, 4K. Sweet Mercy in the building. Coming back to another banger reaction video today. We got CJ the Champ 2003 General Grievous was the devil. Holy. I don't know who the heck General Grievous is, but let's check it out, man.
Shut your clanker ass.
If you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed the video, enjoy my reaction, want to see more videos like this from me, hit the like button, subscribe.
Shut your clanker ass up, B1.
Say your what?
Shut your clanker ass up, B1.
What did he say? You might have to turn on captions, hold on. I don't know what he just said.
With him? That's not human, man. You're not regular, man.
Oh, it's Star Wars. Hey, I never really watched Star Wars, I ain't gonna lie.
All right, ladies and
General
gentlemen,
Grievous.
welcome to a brand new series on the channel, The Forbidden Files. Now, let me quickly explain to y'all what this is. These are not trials. These are files and cases for characters that, quite honestly, don't even need a trial. This is the new tier called the Forbidden Tier, and it is strictly reserved for legends of the game. And we're starting this series off with a character that was so disgustingly broken, he had to get nerfed. And that is none other than 2003 General Grievous. This nigga Grievous in 03 was the devil in animated form. Niggas talk about 03 Grievous like niggas talk about Vaughn. Like, this dude was a Jedi killing machine that was non-force sensitive, by the way. Like, for real, dead ass, bro. If he wanted you out of there, he'd go do it himself, on feet by himself. The nigga straight up had to go. And let me just give y'all a warning right now before we even start. If you have only seen Grievous from Revenge of the Sith in 3D Clone Wars and have never seen this man in the 2D version, then woo, you're in for a ride. So let's not waste no more time.
I haven't seen any of them. Are you guys Star Wars fans? I've never seen either series. 3D, 2D. I only saw like one Star Wars movie in my life.
Out multiple Jedi at once. Now, this right here was Grievous's first appearance in any type of Star Wars media. And man, I'll tell you, boy, this on record has to be one of the craziest character debuts of all time. So this is how this went down. While Anakin and Obi-Wan was finishing up a mission on this one planet, they get hailed from this one Jedi Master. And this man is fighting for his life and panicking. Bro was on the line like, General Kenobi, we need immediate evac. This new droid general, he's unstoppable.
Holy.
And the next thing that you see when they swap to that planet is this man falling over and dying, and Grievous stomping the communicator in the ground. The first time you ever catch a glimpse of this demon is him booming a Jedi Master. Not just a regular Jedi Knight, a whole ass master. That is fucking horrifying. Now let's continue. The other Jedi that are with the Master that just got boomed are being completely surrounded by an army of droids. So while they had them completely surrounded at this abandoned ship, Grievous makes them cease fire. And after he made all the droids stop shooting, this man got on the mic and said, "Attention, Jedi scum! You are surrounded by the glorious Separatist army! Now, I could have my character switches you right now, but where will be the fun in that? So
is it racist or something?
General Grievous, personally commander and slime you niggas out.
Oh, now he's talking crazy.
Prepare yourself for your impending doom, Jedi. So after Grievous drops the mic and proclaims that he's gonna slime out the Jedi himself, they all start taking position and getting prepared for this nigga, because Grievous is walking towards them right now. And let me say this real quick. The Jedi in here are no pushovers, especially these three. Longhead ass Kiadi Mundi, who is a member of the Jedi Council, Shakti, who was a pain in the ass to fight in the Force Unleashed, and Ayla Secura, the alien shorty that took like 10,000 backshots from clones in Revenge of the Sith. Like, these are known Jedi masters. And the fact that this man Grievous had this long head ass motherfucker sweating bullets, is insane. So while Grievous was approaching them, all they could hear was his footsteps echoing around the wreckage. They couldn't tell where this dude was at all. So this is where the insanity begins. This poor Padawan that looks like Shaggy, and believe it or not, his name is actually Shaggy. Not gonna lie, when I first watched this, I was like, why does this dude look like Shaggy? And boy, oh boy, come to find out, this actually is a Jedi version of Shaggy.
That's crazy.
That's just hilarious to me, bro. But
AW Shaggy, man, Scooby-Doo the GOAT.
Goat
show.
Louder. Shaggy, being the same scary ass nigga in Star Wars as well, ended up losing his composure. So he runs outside just to get squashed by this nigga Grievous. R.I.P. Shaggy, that is one of the most insane deaths I've ever seen. This nigga Grievous jumped from the top rope and squashed him. Knocked the sonic rings off that nigga.
That's crazy.
If you pay attention very closely,
it did my man Shaggy wrong. Disintegrates, bro. It just disappeared, bro.
That fall was so hard. His carcass was squished into the ground. His body was literally unrecoverable. So after Grievous squashed Shaggy, he starts towering over all the Jedi and laughing at their asses. Then shows them his 10-foot mechanical body and then just disappears. These niggas were shook because this just turned into a survival horde. Grievous really started playing Dead by Daylight with these niggas, just toying with them while he was ready to hunt them down one by one. So while they were moving back with their backs against each other, you see this nigga appear out of the shadows like Batman hanging from the roof. Dude is literally looking over them, stalking his prey. So Grievous finally decided he was ready to get active. He drops from the roof and starts going to town on these niggas, fighting the whole 1v5 and enjoying every second of it. And dude, this man is a literal cheat code. He can turn his body into a Beyblade. This is the most unfair shit I've ever seen.
Crazy.
Like, bro, how the hell are you supposed to fight a 10-foot cyborg that can move his body like a Beyblade? Oh, and guess what? That's not all he can do, because this is about to get even more insane. He started breakdancing on their asses, fighting them with his feet. No way in hell a 10-foot cyborg them with his feet. No way in hell a 10-foot cyborg should be moving like this. No twin, nuh-uh. I'll be for real, bro. If I saw this shit, I'd put the saber down, bro. I wholeheartedly understand why George Lucas nerfed this nigga. So as the fight continued, long-head-ass Ki-Adi-Mundi tried to force push, bro, but Grievous dodged it and landed on the side of the roof. So this is when Grievous decided to start singling them out. He jumps back in and hits the ground so hard he made a smoke screen. So this wildebeest-looking nigga decided to go in and try to fight him one-on-one, but Grievous pushed. So this wildebeest-looking nigga.
These wildebeests are ugly as hell, boy.
Decided to go in and try to fight him one-on-one, but Grievous pulls off a crazy move. He blocks his attack, and when old boy tried to swing at him again, he dropped his saber, cut him across the middle with his green one, then just slapped this nigga with his other one. Bro boomed that musty-ass wildebeest immediately when he was 1v1 with him. So after the wildebeest Yeti hybrid got boomed, Shanti decides to throw a bunch of scrap at him. But Grievous ends up cutting through all of it. Then this one Jedi tries to pull up on him. I'ma refer to him as Yeet because the nigga got a turban on his head. Grievous grabs his elongated head with his grippers and slams both into the ground.
Crazy, man.
Head with his grippers
and Grievous grabs his elongated head. I ain't gonna lie, I don't even listen to you. I don't know nothing about you.
With his grippers and slams both head into the ground, breaking his neck on impact. Bro didn't stand a chance. He didn't even get to swing the saber. His last seconds of life was him getting his face gripped by this man's foot, then eating dirt right after that. But old boy wasn't the only person to get his face gripped, because after Grievous boomed him, Ayla came in trying to swing, but Grievous gripped her face mid-air, then swung both of their bodies across the map with his feet. That has got to be one of the most insane ways to slime a nigga. Sending them flying with your feet is OD. So the last two Jedi remaining were Longhead Kiadi and Shaak Ti. So Grievous ended up zoning them both out of their range. Then he drop kicks Kiadi's ass across the stage, taking him out of the fight. And this just left Grievous one-on-one with Shaak Ti. And he was pushing her shit. She was panicking, barely holding on and blocking his strikes. So he ended up knocking the saber out of her hands. Then he comes in to swing on her, but Shaak Ti barely blocks this with the force and gets sent flying into a pillar, and she is out of commission. So the last man standing was Kiadi Mundi with his elongated dingling head. So Grievous grabbed Shaak Ti's saber and picked it up with his foot. And he was staring at this nigga Kiadi, laughing at his ass like,
"You fool with your elongated head. I've been trained in your
You don't gotta focus on that, please.
So after Grievous finished taunting this man, he ends up pushing Kiadi and knocking the saber out of his hands immediately. And Grievous ends up going in for the kill. But at the last millisecond, Kiadi ends up getting bailed out by the clones. And the clones looked at that boy Grievous and said, "Troopers, blast that half-breed clanker." So they start shooting at Grievous, and Grievous is the dash, while the clones are blasting every single piece of ammo that they have at this man. So while they continue trying to shoot bro down, Grievous decides to drop in and starts to murder all of the clones in front of him. So after Grievous ended up mowing down the whole front line, a whole gunship ends up pulling up right in front of his face. And this is when Grievous finally decided to make a strategic retreat. So Grievous ends up hitting the dash again. That man is out of there. I know his 40-yard dash speed is fast as hell. And Kiadi and the clones end up retreating. So yeah, that right there was General Grievous's first ever appearance. So let's review this carnage that he caused.
He pulled up and violated, bro. Shaggy, nah, he violated my boy.
Wildebeest nigga up on a shirt,
Shaggy's my guy.
ripped with his feet and broke his neck and threw their asses across the ship with his feet and damn near killing Shaak Ti along with Kiadi Mundi. Oh, and I forgot old boy at the beginning that got boomed on the communicator along with his entire battalion. So yeah, this man packed up 4 Jedi, put Ayla and Shaak Ti on a stretcher, and had Kiadi's ass rethinking life. This is one of the nastiest debuts a character has ever had to date. So yeah, and guess what? That was only case 1. We still got another case left. And boy, let me tell you, it gets even crazier. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to case 2, the siege on Coruscant. Now, what you're about to see are the events that basically open up episode 3. Even though this series is now considered Legends continuity, this is still kind of what basically happened. So how this went down. This evil-ass conniving nigga Palpatine sent this man Grievous to invade Coruscant and capture him. So the Separatists end up pulling up to Coruscant, and a massive battle just ensues. Now, before we get to Grievous, we gotta take a detour real quick, because this is one of the hardest moments in Star Wars history. This nigga Captain Fordo was popping off this battle. Nigga turned into the Doomslayer. Just look at this shit. Him and his squad are being overran, but he didn't care. Bro boomed the battle droid in front, turned around, smacked this nigga, dumped the clip in his ass, then he throws his gun at this droid, blows his head off,
just want to give this dude a random blaze real quick.
And started mowing these niggas down. Like,
man's giving him some random props, right?
This man was top of the leaderboard in every single Battlefront lobby. Bro just dropped off 20 droids in the span of 20 seconds. So while the battle continued and Captain Fordo was running up the scoreboard, we see this nigga Palpatine watching the battle and sipping tea, not giving a care in the world. This man doesn't care at all what is happening right now. He's just looking at all this shit like, good. I orchestrated all this shit. I don't give a damn what's happening, nigga. So while Palpatine was enjoying his tea, Shaak Ti, a bunch of troopers and 2 Jedi end up pulling up with her. And they're trying to get this man Palpatine to safety. But Palpatine was just stalling and acting like, "Oh, Master Shaak Ti, greetings. Would you like to enjoy some tea while I watch the battle?" And she like, "No, old ass nigga, I'm trying to get your ass to safety." But while they continued to stay in this room, they started hearing footsteps around.
Why are they trying to get him to safety?
They started getting louder.
Or Dave must not know. He's probably manipulating. He's the leader of the good guys while also being the leader of the evil bad guys, or funding them or leading them too. You never know.
Footsteps around the room.
That's probably what's going on.
They started getting louder. Shaak Ti knew immediately who this was.
Get down, Mr. President!
Hi, how are you?
He breaks in the window, letting himself right in the room. And look at this mechanical, lanky-ass nigga ore farm.
This dude about to kill the leader bastard dude
before he started dropping niggas off. So this nigga Grievous looking at Palpatine like,
Greetings, Master. I've come to pick you up.
Shut the fuck up, you mechanical Nimrod. They're not supposed
Bro.
to know that shit till the third movie.
Yo.
Now capture me and make
He's
it
getting
look
exposed.
believable. So Grievous tries to grab him, but Shock T pulls him away. And they end up taking Palpatine, and Grievous is surrounded by about 20 clones. But bro didn't care that he was surrounded at all. Dude was actually ecstatic, because now he can let loose and kill some niggas. So the clones start firing, and Grievous jumps up and immediately starts mowing every clone in that room down. Look at what he does to this one dude. He grabs him and plants him on the wall, then just slices him down the middle. And I'm not gonna lie, this next guy got done dirty even worse. Grievous slices bro's gun in half. Then he grabs him by the leg with his own leg, then throws him out the window. Nah, bro, that is one of the worst ways to ever go out. Bro grabbed his leg with his own leg, then sent him flying, and he's gonna fall for like 100 floors before he goes splat. Oh, man, rip that guy, bro. So as he continued to murder everybody in this room, we get to one of the nastiest kills of all time. Grievous grabs this one clone by his face with his grippers, then slams his skull into the wall. Oh dear God, that might be worse than the guy that fell 100 floors. If you look to the right, you can see the horror on this one clone's face. You don't even see his face, but you can tell just by the look. If I saw one of my homies get slimed like that, I'ma be real, I wouldn't know what to do.
You said you could just tell. You can't see his face. You can just tell he's scared.
Or just run. Those are your only options. Look what happens to this royal guard. Bro grabs him with his grippers, starts using him as a body shield, then slams his body on the ground. These clones are having some of the most horrific deaths I've ever seen, because this is just getting ridiculous. So Grievous just continued to murder everyone in that room. Those clones stood zero chance against this man. They were literally used as meat shields so Shock T and them could get away. So while they was waiting by the elevator, all they could hear were just the screams of everybody getting murdered in there. Look at this one Jedi. He is spamming the button trying to get the elevator to come up.
So the clones aren't real people, huh? Because they're called clones. So the clones in Star Wars, these guys are not real people, huh? They're just actual clones. Like
this one Jedi, he is spamming the button trying to get the elevator to come up. Because dude is horrified of what he's hearing in there. So when the screams stopped, they knew the head start that they got was over. Grievous busts through the door on all fours.
Oh my God.
Them like a rabid dog while dodging multiple force pushes. So Shock T ends up finally hitting them, buying them some time to get in the elevator, but that didn't put Grievous down at all. So later on after they escape, they're all taking this high-speed elevator down to the ground. So they thought they were safe. They thought they had time to breathe, but that lasted for a whopping 10 seconds. They look to the right, and this nigga Grievous is running down the building.
Yo, this on TV timing.
He is running down a building, keeping up with a high-speed elevator. Like,
bro,
no, man. This has got to be another.
That's some horror movie shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, bro, I'll be shook if I was there.
Speed elevator. Like, no, bro, no, man. This has got to be another reason why George Lucas nerfed this, man, because this is ridiculous. So this one clone said, nah, twin, fuck this shit. He just decides to shoot a rocket launcher at him. And I'm not gonna lie, was that warranted?
In the elevator?
Yes. I mean, they gotta try something to stop this man. So when they finally reach the ground floor, they are surrounded by a bunch of super battle droids. And Grievous just drops from the building right in front of them. So Mr. Manslug nigga decides to use a force howl, but Grievous was prepared this time. He uses those damn grippers, digs in the ground, and starts moving through the house. They was trying every trick in the book and couldn't stop this man at all. So they just decided to run. There was no point in fighting him. So while they was on the run, Grievous's Magna Guards end up killing the final two clones. So the only ones that were left standing protecting Palpatine was Shock T and the other two Jedi. So they were having to run for their lives through the city while Grievous and his Magna Guards were chasing them. And this whole chase was just insane. They went from fighting on a ship to Grievous just destroying it, making it crash in the middle of the city. Then they ended up fighting in a subway station. I'm not gonna lie, this next scene had to be one of the most terrifying scenes of all time. They thought they were safe behind this train. This man Grievous pops up right behind them. Jump scare of doom. So he starts walking them down and pushing them back. Then kicks both of the two Jedi to the side. So he ends up walking up to Shock T and telling her,
"Salutations, Jedi scum! You may have escaped from me before, but today you will be slammed!"
But Shock T ends up pulling off a 10,000 IQ big brain play. She used the Force to wrap this man's cape around the train. So when the train was ready to go, Grievous just gets yoinked. And this finally brought them some time to escape from this man. So about a good 20 minutes passed, and they think that they finally shaken Grievous. Shock T ended up splitting up, and the other two Jedi ended up taking Palpatine to his bunker so he could be safe. So when they got in there and locked all the doors, they thought that they were in the clear. But they were soon about to realize not even getting yoinked by a high-speed train.
He was there too in the bunker.
Grievous was waiting for them in that room the entire time. So he drops down and starts fighting the other two Jedi. And while he was doing that, look at this evil, conniving motherfucker going back like,
this good.
Slime those niggas, Grievous. Put them on a shit. So while Grievous continued to fight them, they end up getting stuck in a lightsaber clash. And this is when Grievous finally revealed his trump card. The thing that he's most famous for. He pulls out the other two arms and starts using all four of his arms. And when he was using all four of his arms, they stood no chance. Grievous cuts both of them down.
Man had quadruple arms, forearms his whole time.
He was using all four of his arms. They stood no chance. Grievous cuts both of them down in a heartbeat.
Yeah, this dude tough, man. This dude different, bro. It's a demon.
And it was a horror movie villain demon. So Grievous finds Palpatine, and he looking at him like,
on the Jedi ass.
Are you impressed?
About fucking time, you half-breed clank. Now get me on the ship and let's fucking go. Okay, on a real note, Grievous actually never knew that Palpatine was Sidious. That is still hilarious to how oblivious he was to him. But anyways, Shock T finally ends up making it to the room, but she's too late. She sees the other two Jedi dead, and Grievous holding up Palpatine, and Palpatine looking at her like, "Oh, hello, Shock T, dear. I'm having a little trouble here. Can you please help me?" So Shock T runs at Grievous, but he hits her saber to the side and just chokes her. So he takes her
they dying for an evil bastard, bro. That's messed up.
Then decides to give Shock T some actual shock. He just electrocutes the hell out of her and just ties her up and leaves her there. So Grievous ends up taking Palpatine to his ship. But before he was about to leave, my goat, Mace motherfucking Windu nigga, came down and looked at Grievous like, "You a fake demon, man," and crushes this man's sternum. Look how he had this man Grievous leaning back. Lord have mercy. And this is the incident in this continuity that gave him that iconic cough. So after the ship takes off and Grievous escapes, Revenge of the Sith starts. But yeah, that's basically the end of Case 2. So let's look at our final Carnage report for Case 2. This man launched a full invasion on Coruscant, broke into the Chancellor's room and slimed like 20 clones in the most brutal way fashion, then decided to chase the Jedi throughout the whole city, then kill 2 of them and knock out Shock T for a second time. This is some of the most wicked work of all time.
Shock T got some plot armor. She did survive.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, and that is the end of our first ever Forbidden File. I hope everybody can clearly see and understand why this demon got nerfed. Because if he was moving like this in Revenge of the Sith and 3D Clone Wars, then dear God, the Republic would have been cooked. So yeah, 2003 General Grievous, that nigga had to go, just straight up. So with that being said, hopefully y'all enjoyed. Let me know if y'all want any more Forbidden Files, because I have a whole list of these. And also make sure to follow us.
W video CJ, I ain't gonna lie, man. I like the I like this Forbidden File series, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think Joker could be a good one. There's a lot of other options you can go with. But hey, man, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and my reaction to it. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe if you're new. I post every day for you guys here. Thanks for tuning in and watching this video till the end. If you made it till the end, thanks for thought about this video. Thanks for watching. Hey, man, Grievous in the comments. You made it till the end. So I'll see you guys in the next day.
Shout out to my guy Mercy. y'all already know I'm NMG for life. Make sure you guys subscribe to his channel and check out his reactions.